Hey guys, welcome back to Figure Unboxing. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video so you won't miss the future content. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the S.H.Figuarts Sora final form from Kingdom Hearts 2. And I'm curious how deep Bandai is going to dive into this line, but hopefully we can at least get Roxas, because he's definitely my favorite character. And since we're getting Oathkeeper and Oblivion in this figure, we might as well get Roxas, right? Anyways, here's the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And that's not wasting any more time, and bust this thing open and see what we got. And here we have the figure still in the inner packaging, looking really good, but I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get different facial expression on this Sora. But oh well, let's check out the figure itself. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and honestly, there's nothing particularly interesting here. It's just a recolor of the figure we already have, and let's just take a closer look at the figure. But everything is very nicely painted and sculpted, and this is a really cool color scheme for any gaming or anime characters. It looks really good. I mean, who doesn't like black and white, right? But I feel like this proportion of Sora has always been a little bit off to me. I know he looks like this in a certain in-game model, but just not my cup of tea. Anyways, still looks decent, and let's check out some articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much, and he can turn his head no problem. And his shoulder is on a standard ball joint. You can raise his arm up about this much, and you do get shoulder swivel and a little bit of bicep swivel here. And you can curl about this much, and you do get the ball wrist. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward about this much, bend backwards about this much. Some really good side-to-side movement. And for the leg, I believe we have the pull-down method, and he can kick up about this high, bend about this much, perfect 90 degree, and you do get a ball joint over here, so that's a pretty decent ankle pivot, and you do get the toe hinge. And yeah, I believe that's it for the articulation. It's exactly the same as the previous Sora, and let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default face, and of course it looks really good, but again, I kind of wish we get some different expression given that this is our second Sora. I kind of want a stern looking face. And then we get a smiling face, which doesn't really look too different from the default one. Again, I kind of wish this is like a stern looking face if they're gonna look this similar. And lastly, we get a shouting face, which actually looks pretty good. And for the interchangeable hands, we get a pair of display open hands, and they're very nicely painted and sculpted. And next up, we get a pair of hands to hold the Keyblade, and I believe we got the Oblivion and the Oathkeeper, and they're very well made. This is probably the main reason why I got this figure. In case they're gonna release Roxas, I want to have these ready. And lastly, we get the interchangeable hand that allows Sora to hold the Keyblade with both hands, and I believe that's it for the accessories, and let's check out some action poses. Anyways, that was just some quick posing, and I hope you guys enjoyed them, and let's check out some size comparison. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Kingdom Hearts S.H.Figuarts, and I think they look really good together. And I'm really curious how deep Bandai is gonna get into this line. And like I talked about earlier, I hope we at least get Roxas. I don't mind if it's the Organization 13 version, which they're already shown, but I much prefer a regular outfit Roxas. And yeah, this line is really hard to predict if they're gonna keep making. And next up, we have some good old Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts. And then we have the Naruto S.H.Figuarts. And then we have some American IP S.H.Figuarts. Some Mesco 112 collective figures. And lastly, we have some Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I think this figure is okay, and I do recommend it to the hardcore fans. However, I do have some issues with it. First of all, the proportion looks a little bit off to me from certain angles, and secondly, the articulation feels a little bit too clunky for an S.H.Figuarts. But it is still manageable. You can still get him some very cool poses. Now, what I can't get over is the facial expression, like I talked about earlier. Like, I can't get over the fact that Sora looking this powerful and smiling. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And do let me know in the comments on what you think. But I much prefer a serious face over these like touchy-feely happy face, right? Anyways, this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.